subject of this video is a guy named, I reluctantly made this video, and frankly, I have misgivings about putting it up because in effect I'm promoting this guy a little bit. His name is John Ziegler, and he has a YouTube hit out now called How Obama Got Elected. And it's I don't know, 8-minute thing, and it's effective little video, and the right wing is pushing it. That's a picture of John Ziegler right there. He was a talkmeister at a right wing radio station, but at several radio stations, but he got fired, kind of in the Rush Limbaugh mode of having trouble, holding on to a job at a particular radio station, and also a little bit of a trouble with women. I would say a little misogynistic, and I get a racist kind of vibe from Mr. Ziegler. But so I thought I would do a little. I started to investigate this guy. Who's this guy that's got a 1 million hit video on Obama? And wow, what a character. Really bizarre. Well, bizarre. He got fired from his last job, but that's out in California. I don't know what city, Los Angeles, I don't know. I'll annotate it, which city he was. K-I-M something. K-I-M. And he got fired from there because he was having personality conflicts. Now, and then the previous job, well, not fired, well, he quit or something, he left. And then, he had a previous job. Now, listen, this is going to sound like a smear, so maybe I gotta be a little bit careful here. I'm trying not to totally smear the messenger. He was fired for, on one of the on his previous station in Kentucky for very, well, we would say pornographic language. And I think he calls himself a libertarian, which is okay. Well, whatever, So libertarians they'll say whatever they want to say, I guess, is on the radio. Then there was a lawsuit, because his ex-girlfriend, actually not only was he saying things that were pornographic, he was saying things pornographic about his girlfriend. Well, and she didn't like that, of course. So you could say, well, maybe it was cruel or in poor taste. Whatever. I guess what I'm looking at these people who produce these videos and also end up on talk radio. And what are their qualifications? What are their credentials? Do they know anything more than the average person in the office? Oh, let me make a note here. I don't call it talk radio, the right-wing radio. I call it hate radio. And actually, I can link up another article of a person who talks about the inside. He was a station manager at one of these right-wing. They're like weeds. They're everywhere. They're in every little town. I have one here in my little town. There's one to the town to the east of me. There's one to the town to the west of me. They're everywhere, and they've got talkers on. They've got Hannity on, and they've got Rush. They got Rush. Here locally, we got Rush for 3 hours. 3 hours straight of Rush. Then we got, is it 3 hours? I think 2 or 3 hours straight of Hannity. And in the morning we got 2 hours of Neil Bortz, who's another right-winger. So we get bashed over the head almost 24/7. And there is no liberal radio out here in my town. No way. Okay, that's talk radio or hate radio. I don't like to call it. It's really more accurate hate radio. They're selling hate. And they're making people hateful and angry, and and it's almost exclusively male. male and white male commentators. Here locally, it's white males. All white male talkers, hosts, and the audience, I assume, is white male. Well, listen, okay, we can debate that. You can put comments on. But this guy, John Ziegler, now has hit the big time on the YouTube, and and he's got his own website, and he's written a book. He was fired for a third time in his way old job, in one of his first radio jobs. And of course, it was also misogynistic, I would say, anti-woman. Misogynistic means anti-woman, or kind of, and putting women down, etc. He not only was it, he had problems with talking pornographically about a female employee at the. If I've got this right, I'm getting this information from Wikipedia. So let me just say that, and I'll link the Wikipedia article up too. It also says that he used the N-word to refer to African Americans and whatever. So I sort of think he's a garden variety angry Caucasian, an angry male Caucasian. But I could be wrong. But the video that he's got hit to me is it has strong overtones of racism. Strong overtones of race. Certainly, maybe not overt racism, but subvert or below the radar racism, implied racism, I think it's a little bit unfair. Well, a little bit. It's unfair. This is my semi-rebuttal, and I may improve on this. I just did this after about an hour and a half of research and searching for photographs. So it's a first draft of who is John Ziegler and why we should bother to listen to what he has to say. Alrighty.